Show me how you get on down. Close my eyes, take me for a ride. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Light me up, can't get enough. Take your time, just do it right. We will rise to the skies, 'cause we ain't done till we hit the sun. Got to be you. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Come on and rise. Baby, you light me up. I just can't get enough. 'Cause I need your fire. So come and light me up. I still need your fire, baby. I still want you by my side. Light me up, let me touch the flame now, baby. I'm your phoenix tonight. Come on and rise. So come on and rise. Come on and rise.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Super Chat 0.
It's time for another Power Play Show with Coach FRENCHY, Andrew Lepage, ENORTAP, and Michael DiVellano. It's time, Power Play Show. And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, for another Power Play Show with the hockey coach, Coach FRENCHY, directly for the beautiful Sunshine State in Florida. And we have to go all the way to Canada to find our two insider of the Hockey Nation Live Show Power Play, Mr. Andrew Lepage and Mr. Enortap. And welcome back in the house tonight.
How's it going, Coach? How's it going, ENORTAP? And how's all the Hockey Nation?
Welcome.
Here we go. Holy! We start with a super shot all the way. Be careful, Andrew, don't fall. Reverse! Woo. Here we go. First super chat of the night, Mr. Matz. Thanks so much, Mr. Matties. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. Hopefully you have an amazing, great day, everybody. It's Tuesday, June 14, 2022. One day before the big game start, the Stanley Cup Final of 2022. Hopefully we are ready for those games. We'll talk about everything go around the league. Of course, we have a couple of breaking news happening today. Of course, that Vegas Golden Knights finally find another head coach. The key is not to see who he is. The key is to see when they're going to fire him. That's something happening a lot in Vegas for the last couple of years. But we'll see. We are very happy about that one over there. We have a few people already is in the house. And hopefully an amazing great day. I tried to figure out what's going on. Adam is always said we'll freeze. I don't know why. Are you freezing? I'm good. Me, I'm not. It's very hot here. I don't know.
It's it's a little chilly here. We got lots of rain.
Maybe like a little bit. But look like we are fine anyway. We have a few people, before we talk about all the news around the league. That'd be great if we can jump in right away. Monsieur Luciano Graziano in the house tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Luciano. And then we have Mr. Duda. And the key is like from Olympia to go to Seattle, to go to Virginia, to go to... it's hard to follow, but he's supposed to be, I believe, if I follow my map, he should be at Blackbird in Virginia. Mr. Duda, welcome aboard. And then we have Mr. The Insider Moderator of the Hockey Nation Live Show for the Vegas Golden Knight is in the house tonight with a big news. Going to talk about this a little bit the next couple of minutes. Welcome back, Mr. Adam Berger.
Relax, Adam, relax.
And we are Mr. Matt. So we want to thank you. Welcome aboard. Thanks for your super chat, Mr. Matt. Thanks to be with the Hockey Nation Live Show tonight. Today is tired. Question for the alarm from the Vegas Insider today did a podcast. Then back in 2017, Vegas was ready to hire John Cooper instead of Gérard Gallant.
Interesting.
My point is, I think Cooper was already coach.
I don't think so. I think he started in 2018 with Tampa.
Is it really that short? Really?
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe it was before. Well, no.
Because he said 2013 with Tampa Bay.
13.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what I thought. I thought he was there a while.
Yeah, it's a long time, yeah.
7-15 game and 6.6 under 50 winning percentage.
Wow. Okay.
About the fact he played the first year only 15 game, right? After that, his worst season, .573. So it's funny. You know, you never know. Maybe they want to bring him back, but we bring him. I don't know. But Mr. Matt, le mathématicien. Matt, welcome aboard. Merci, mon Matt, d'être avec nous ce soir. Salut, mon Matt. Comment ça passe après la semaine? Et coach et the panel. Thank you, Mr. Duda. Thanks for having with us. And we have Mr. Blackhawk, Sven 97. I'm sure he's nervous. I'm sure Blackhawk is nervous. First of all, I'm going to welcome Nick, Kate, Joshua, Hopper, the family in the house.
Welcome.
Hey, Blackhawk, you have a dog or cat, just tell us the name. We're going to mention their name at the same time, you know, Lassie or Boogie Boodoo Boodoo, whatever it is. But we can welcome everybody. It's not a problem. But we forgot. We passed over. I don't know what happened. We was too excited to see them. Mr. Angelo from Marietta, Suburban in Atlanta, Georgia, is in the house tonight.
Hey, Angelo.
And Mr. Stu in the house tonight, winning. Thank you, gentlemen. Welcome aboard, Mr. Stu.
Hey, Stu.
What do you think about it? If I say Stu, give me a last name play in NHL. I give you 10 seconds each. Stu who? A player playing in NHL. Any Stu you know?
Grimson.
Crimson, that's one. Mr. Not that.
That's a good one. Stu.
And we have Miss Kelly in the house.
Hey, welcome, Kelly.
Hi,
It's
Kelly.
13 degrees, Kelly. You asked me earlier today.
Stu Barnes.
Oh,
Yes.
Burns, yeah.
Yes. Forgot about him.
I know. Stu, thank you for Cassidy from Boston. Mr. John, I need your email address, please. I'm going to put your email in a few seconds. John, don't go nowhere. We're going to use this. Maybe Adam, if you have it, or another moderator, Mod, if you have my address, just put my address there for John there. That would be great. Mr. John, welcome back in the house. New member of the Hockey Nation Live Show.
Welcome.
John.
And from Martha to OJ, welcome back, Mr. Steve G, directly from Colorado, Denver. Tonight he's winning 24 more hours, Mr. Steve. Now he's going to be stand up inside the living room, and now he's be ready to get the puck and see what's going on with them. But I can see Steve already excited about the game tomorrow. Welcome back, Mr. Steve. And we have Mr. Renaud. Renaud.
Hey.
Who remember the Renault car, by the way? But that's another story. I don't want to talk too much about this, but Renault car, about that one there. A little bit like a sardine box, but that's another story. If Jason Zucker or Tyler Johnson are bought out, would the Montreal Canadiens offer them a contract? If
I missed part of the question.
Jason Zucker or Tyler Johnson are buy out, would the CH offer them a contract?
No.
I don't think that's the style of play that they're looking for.
How easy, Tyler Johnson?
Tyler Johnson's
27?
I think he's got to be. No, I think he's maybe a little bit older.
Really?
I think he's got to be about 30.
Yep.
Because he was with Tampa for a while.
I think he's 32.
32.
Wow. I didn't realize he was
I
that
can't
old.
reconfirm, but I think he is.
Damn, he's ancient.
I apologize. He's 31. His birthday would be next month, so I'm behind for 1 month. He's 32.
Hit on my head 1 year. Sorry,
Yeah.
but-
So no, honestly, Renaud.
Stu Barnes.
I'm sorry.
Stu Barnes.
Stu Barnes.
That's another Stu.
Yeah,
That's what he already.
I said that like 3 minutes ago in that. Are you listening to the show?
you
What are
said
you
that.
doing right now? Stop to watch your phone.
Stu. What'd you say, Andrew? Stu Grimson?
Yeah.
I don't know how many other Stus there were. Now it's stuck in my head.
I feel like right now you like exactly on YouTube. Usually I speak in a 20-30 second letter. The people see what I'm just said right now. So you're behind about 2 minutes about the show. But that's okay. You're going to catch up with us. Don't worry.
Right.
Which home you in there, ENORTAP?
Don't worry about that. And Joe said, happy birthday to U.S. Army. Happy birthday, U.S. Army.
Happy birthday.
Is it because the Flag Day?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Probably.
That's what I think it is, right? So hopefully I will. Blackhawk said a muscle strain on my wrist, my right wrist. Sorry to hear that. The British having the lost ones, guys. They pray for them there.
Arthritis on the left.
Mr. King of Gamer in the house. What's up, everyone? Welcome back, Mr.
Hey,
King. François Pitre.
Francois. Welcome.
François, welcome back. Point, we'll be back game number 1. Yes or no?
One more time?
Game number 1 for Brandon Point. Yes or no?
I believe so.
Yeah.
If he's playing.
He skate all day. He practice all day.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, AJ was not on the ice today.
Oh, wow.
We know he
What
fit. He have an injury since like middle of the again the New York Rangers, and he was at least like not sure doubtful for 1 or 2 games. So we'll be interesting follow up him.
I heard they were planning on if Point was played, he'd be on the third line.
Possible also at the beginning, and also Perry played with an injury too. But
Yeah.
He always does.
yep.
He always does.
He touched
What are your AHL prediction game number 7, Laval Rocket, Springfield Wolves?
Hopefully Laval will pull it through.
3-2, Laval.
I think so.
If you read this question, can you read it, Mr. ENORTAP? Tell me what is wrong with this right there.
What's wrong with the prediction?
There's something wrong in there. It's just to learning people.
And I don't have the big screen tonight, so I can't even see that.
So I just want to help King and everybody. Is the Springfield Thunderbirds. It's the Chicago Wolves, and is the nickname. Nothing wrong there. It's just it's not against him. I just want teaching people about who they are. That. So King, listen, I go with Laval. This is, Montreal Canadiens. Hopefully they can plug that one over there for sure. Mr. William McClary, welcome aboard.
Welcome, William.
William, welcome.
Talking about the Laval Rocket, we want to thank the Edmonton All King. Congratulate the Edmonton All King win yesterday, and they're going to be now the Memorial Cup. And then game number 7 between the Hamilton Bulldogs versus the Windsor Spirit is going happening, I think, tomorrow night. Game number 7, the winner go to the Memorial Cup, and they're going to play against Shawinigan in Edmonton. So I just want to share about this. Mr. William, welcome aboard again. Just in case I did not say twice, but now I did twice, so maybe we'll do one more time. That'll be 3 times. And now we have someone scanning on my right side of my view. We have Mr. ENORTAP.
I got it. Stu Bickle.
Nice. There you go.
Yes. Now I feel like I'm in the game. I'm in the game.
Half hour later.
And we have Mr. Alan Barnes is in the house tonight. Welcome aboard, Mr. Alan. We love you, Mr. Alan.
Alan, welcome.
And Stevie said right now, practicing Whistler in the garage, Blackhawks. Danny, right on time. Oh, Danny T is back in the house. I apologize. I jumped over him. Danny T is in the house, moderator of the Hockey National Show. Thanks to be part of the show tonight. Colorado, we have to fight hard. No Gerard Quimper, not at 100%.
Really?
I thought they announced today that Kumper was 100%. I think it was McKinnon.
I heard he was coming in.
Yeah.
Theodore and Carlson will be great in the Cassidy system.
I think it'll help them offensively. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
especially
of course.
Carlson.
Thank you so much, Jose, for the website, and then also for my email. And Jose Duarte, another mod of the Hockey National Show. Welcome aboard.
Welcome, Jose.
Welcome.
And we have our friend Zined Gamin. Gamin and the game. Mr. Zined, directly from de la Beauce, dans la région de la Beauce. And we welcome Caroline and Zela Ruler. Zela, welcome aboard.
Welcome. Guys.
I'm behind right away. I'm behind right now. I have to rate up. Here we go. Renaud, how much AAV would you cost to leave to land this Smith? Casey the Smith.
Not much. It wouldn't. I think you can get him for $2
million.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't think so. They need him. They already have Cal Green over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Mr. RJ Calabro, welcome back in the house. And started with all the update. He's back in the house tonight. Quit laughing at me for 8 a Flores fan. Angelo, we never laugh about you. We just said welcome to the club with the Montreal Canadiens. That's the difference between. And then Angelo need to hire Toquette. He said, Angel, 14 degrees heat index over 100 here in Georgia, Atlanta. That's a lot.
It's a dry heat.
Here we go. I got it. Adam, you got my email. Adam, everybody help each other. I try to catch up. I don't have no question right now. They talk each other. So I don't have to go. Thanks so much. Mr. Patrick Frick. Mr. Patricia. I always mess up her first name already. Patricia, welcome aboard. Merci d'être avec nous ce soir, Patricia.
Salut.
Your coach is the best in our tap. Octavio Ferreira is in the house.
Oh, welcome.
With that R, eh, Coach?
Said possible he
Right
get
on.
positive about that one over there. So would be interesting to see that. We wish the best, Octavio. You not get it for sure. I'll be good. Luciano said Cassidy would not be successful in Vegas. Just my opinion. Luciano, he said that. Would be interesting about this one. Let's start Brennan Point, lower body, and the return game number one. We still got a C from RJ. And then I know what I did. Not a problem, King. Laval is a big state in hockey history. Octavio, yes. The Laval, les voisins de Laval, Mr. Octavio. When they play at Laval, they was play a long time behind the jail, the penitentiary. I think it was the penitentiary. It was just beside the place for the jail, everything. That's why I put my Hockey Nation. I showed jail around that one over there. Calgary uncertain for game number one, Steve G said. So I'll just mention for this one over there. I knew Saginaw gear, but they have fold. The Saginaw gear, the Saginaw, they play also in the Federal Hockey League or the old Central Hockey League, I believe, or something like that. About that. Shrimp sound great. I have lasagna, Patricia. Cassidy is not no sense coach for them. And then I see everybody. Renault. Laval will be beat the CH. How did they have negative cap space until doesn't team have 20 million in cap space for UFA? Laval will beat the CH. How they have negative cap space with until doesn't team have 20 million dollars space for UFA, and not many Renault on that one over there. And then you cannot check that way. You have to figure out how many players they contract. Example, I will give you an example right here. All right, let's go with Montreal. So Montreal is over cap, ladies and gentlemen. All right,
because they still have Price on there.
And you have two players that you have Weber and you have also Carey Price on that one over there. So if you think about this, they have already 18 players signed up. So the most important when you calculate the cap space is see how many players they have to sign to reach the 23. Because something like $26 million, some have $45 million, but they have only 11 plus. Example, I know Arizona is an exception, but I will give you with Arizona because they have the most money, I believe they are. Not really. They have $33 million right now to spend. You say, oh my God. But they have 17 players already. So they would be really, they would need players like Weber to fill up their money about that one. Yeah, because honestly, they have only 6 contracts to sign up. So they have 6 contracts to sign up, and they need a minimum about $13 million more. So it will be interesting. And then you don't want to stay there, because if you have an injury, then you get under the salary cap. So
that's right.
If you have Weber and you put there, you're going to leave him in the roster anyway, and you can back and forth, everything like that. So that's the key to do that, and that protect you under cap or over cap about that one there. American Hockey League tonight, second period, 0-0 Chicago and Stockton. Thanks so much, Mr. RG. I believe it's 3-2 for Stockton, but I could be wrong about this. They are still in the stew, like Mr. ENORTAP. So Stu Grimson for Angelo. Hello, Patricia, like usually. And who do you think they will win usually in Stanley Cup, Danny? All right, she talk at Danny, so that's good. And question, here is my prediction. Trust to the Jet, Target to the Flyers, DeBear to the Dallas.
Yes, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Trust the Jet, DeBear for the Dallas.
I told Adam that.
And the Flyers, I'm not sure it will be Duckett. The problem with the Flyers guy is the...
Yeah, it won't be Tuckett. It'll probably be
Tortorella. Yeah. The problem in Philadelphia, guys, the old Flyers alumni have to put the words inside of everybody. So Fletcher say yes, but then the clock will say no. And then they will fight like this. That's the problem. It makes sense to have Tortorella over there because Cam Atkinson played for him many years with Columbus. So I think the connection could be coming from that one over there. Is it guaranteed that Connie Smythe is going to either McKinnon, McCarr, Vasilevsky, or Kucherov? Great question.
I don't think that's a guarantee at all. I think there's a couple other guys that aren't even mentioned. You got Vasilevsky, and I'm surprised that Palat is not mentioned.
And
Vasilevsky is there. McKinnon, McCarr, Vasilevsky, Kucherov.
I would throw Stamkos in that.
That's the only one he's missing. Is Stamkos.
Yeah.
I think Palat should be mentioned. He's had a great playoff.
It's because he will not have enough point at the end. That's the problem he's going to get.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to always go by points, though. I think he's been exceptional all the way around.
He may be there, but I don't think so. It would be like, you know what I mean? Like if you win right now, I would say you have to go Vasilevsky.
Well, yeah. They're going to go that way anyway because Vasilevsky's the bigger name.
McCarr.
Yeah, McCarr and Vasilevsky.
If they flip on the side, yeah. It's more for me a race at 2 at that moment, but something to step up in the number 7 series. Do the King give Kemp a new contract like the Brinkat, or does Kemp have to prove more that he's worth a big contract? Oh my God, Ron, you read my mind because I
1 more year.
I'm sorry?
1 more year.
Yeah, and I have an article about him, Ron. How do you compare him with other players on that side over there? It's going to be between $5 to $7 million at some point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Most Stanley Cup Montreal Canadian, Patricia? Yes, it is. And then I tried to get you welcome. It's nice for like a 100. And Friday here was nice. Patricia, yes, exactly. Mario Junior team is Laval was epic. Les voisins Laval, mon François. There you go. And then what AAV will Huberdeau and McKinnon sign for under or over $11 million?
Well, let's see. When Huberdeau goes to Montreal, I know, Coach, you don't believe he's going to leave, but yeah.
Oh, you can't do that. They will have to give them Shane Suzuki in return.
No, he's a free agent after next year.
Right, we never be a UFA anyway.
Okay, let's not get on that topic. When he wears the CH, he'll be making about 11, close. Yeah,
I think so.
No, I don't think so. I think he'll be under 10.5. Barkov is at 10.5, I believe, with $10 million. He will not get more at Barkov.
Are we
and
talking
Nathan
about
McKinnon?
If he
McKinnon
stays in, are you talking about if he stays in Florida? If
Yeah.
he stays in Florida, I agree with you.
Yeah.
If he goes on the market,
He will not go on the market. No, because it's a clique over there. It's 3 guys control everything over there. It's Ekblad, Barkov, Huberdeau. They all together. They will not be split each other until they get 34, 35. I'm telling you now, they will never be split together. That's
Coach is leaving Florida. I'm sure Huberdeau will leave Florida too.
Yeah.
At 34, 35 he will, but not before that one over there for sure. McKinnon is going to be over $11 million, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree totally.
Yeah.
He's due a payday.
Patricia, she take Colorado. If McKinnon signed for much AV, it could cause a roster issue, shorten the window there. Renault. You still have 1 more year to go, Renault. So what happening at some point, Renault, they maybe give money less to someone, will trade someone to open up. The case for them would be better if he's about $10 million, but I don't know if he will accept that one there. His value is about over $10 million. I don't know he will. But you're right. They will be sacrifice 1 player at least for him for sure. I believe it's all but guaranteed that Caden Collet for sure to be defenseman over there in the team in the future. Do you think it's possible he can access expectation being number 1?
Oh, yeah.
Anything's possible.
Cooley's going to be a number 1, in my opinion, for sure.
He's got the right tools, for sure.
It depends how he's number 1. How do you say number 1 defenseman in NHL?
Well,
He'll be in the battle.
Usually,
He'll be in
it's a
games.
it'll be a defenseman that plays consumes a lot of time on the ice.
Who do you
plays
compare
on
him?
different situations.
I look at him
Really?
like a lot like Shea Weber, to be honest. He reminds me of that category.
He's not as physical as
But
as Shea Weber.
he comes in a bit more though carrying the puck than Shea did. So there's a little slight differences.
No, he's not number one. And number one for me is a Victor Edmond, is a Kel McCarr, it's a John Carlson, is a guy can scoring up and down. He can carry on the puck up and down, and he can use a quarterback every time that. He's not a kind of player like that at all. If you want to sum him, honestly, look David Tace. David Tace for the Colorado Avalanche, that's the copycat you get from him. That's exactly the copycat you get from him. It's
bigger.
Just the size, everything like that. That's how he is. You're going to see him that way there. But to be a number one, like those qualifications, like Roman Ozy and those kind of number one, right? He's not there. He's not there. His stick and gleam, the carry on the puck is not there. He anticipates everything like that. It's really more basic. What you see right now, guy, is not Kaden Cooley. The Kaden Cooley is a guy play home and they hit everybody around him. It's a little bit like Romanov, right? A little bit more offensive, but he's not a guy carrying the puck a lot. But he's good on the offensive zone. That's
I think him and Barron are the future first line, though. I really do. I can see those two being the future first line.
All right, he would be on the first pairing defenseman. That's not that's for sure. But to be number one, I don't think so. He'd be on number one for my eyes at that moment. At least he developed something.
Yeah, you're measuring it offensively, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, coach is measuring it.
Because would you consider in his day Chris Pronger as a number one?
Chris Pronger, because those days was like this, right? So those days was the guy who can play number one. Like Shea Weber could be number one, but he doesn't have the shot like Kaden Cooley has not had the shot like Shea Weber on the power play at all. So that's what I consider more like the number two on my eyes.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he's a number two.
Yeah, me. Mike Bossy also with the Laval National, still holding the record more point in QM. Exactly, Mr. François Pitt. This was before Mario Lemieux, by the way. Renault Mac is already signed. Still one more year to go, I believe. And Kalamazoo wins. Was the fourth time the Dallas Star, not sure about now. Angelo, now I believe is a Kalamazoo K something, if I can recall it. I've been there. I've been to Kalamazoo. It was a great hockey team in the farm club before in the past, Mr. Andrew. I'm getting there, by the way. I'm dropping a lot down. We have another question, guys. The emergency of Cooley this year play of Romanov make him no longer a key player. It should be trade if a nice deal is there.
I think Romanov had a phenomenal season for himself. He moved in the right direction quite well.
He's a 3-4, and he's on the second line. He's gonna remain your number 4, probably very solid 4.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, it's funny because today I start to put the lineup for the roster because we are very soon to put a power play show Montreal Canadian, more like Montreal, right? And I make my roster, right? And I have Edmondson. I have nobody beside him because Petrie got traded. I have Romanov Savard. I have Cooley. And then I have to put Jordan Harris or Whiteman if you have to. That's it. Nothing else.
Well,
you don't have Barron there?
Yeah, Barron. Like the Barron have to figure out if he's number 1 or is the number 3 on the third pairing or the second pairing. Then you push everybody else. So
I think for now they'll use him on the first pairing.
Yeah.
Unless they get a veteran defenseman coming in.
That's the funny thing, though. I mean, I'm kind of a little bit confused on what they're thinking in one sense because I mean, here you got Savard, Edmonston, and Weidman. Now you got 3 veterans you don't, really you didn't need that many,
Yeah.
But why didn't they go for somebody a little higher end to replace Petrie?
Well, Mr. Nona Roger in the house.
Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Hey, Roger.
And Luciano said, just report an hour ago que le livre would not pursue Gibson. And then Gibson said, what today?
I don't know. What did he say?
What did he say?
I never request to get trade. I want to stay in Anaheim Ducks.
Oh, really? Wow. Ooh,
well, that's funny. I don't know. Today I read that apparently that would be a gamble that Dubas would be willing to do, and to try to get a number one goalie. And he named, well, he didn't name it, but the article named Gibson as the possibility. So I don't know.
He said he loved Anaheim, what they are doing right now with their lineup. He said, I will go and reevaluate if something changes in the summer. But at that moment, I want to stay with the Ducks.
Yeah. I can see his point.
Do you love what they're doing? But do you love what Anaheim's doing?
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not crazy what they did at the end of the year. They shuffled off, was it 2 or 3 of their defensemen? I know it was a money-saving thing, but I don't know. I'm not sold. I'm not sold yet.
They have a lot of good prospects over there, Mr. ENORTAP.
Oh, yeah.
In the system. But what they have in their team
they're slightly ahead of Montreal. So
and you have 2 first-round picks right now this year. They got their one for Pittsburgh. They have their own. They have Mason McDavid over there. They have Owell Zenzeger, the defenseman over there. That team in 3 years will be like amazing about that one over there. Patricia loved the Red Wings. A question for King. We are behind, guys. We have to hurry up. If you're Boston, should you be wishing for a cup or rebuilding, or are you stuck in the middle?
I think they should retool a little bit.
Well, it's from the sounds of it, it looks like they might get another year out of Bergeron before he retires, especially now that Cassidy's gone. I don't know. I think they'd be better off trying to rebuild.
They're not going to rebuild right now. They have too much money. Invest. You have the goaltender. You have McEnroy, $9 million. They just signed Lindholm for $6 million. They signed Cavo, I believe was named $4 million last year. They're going to sign now Pasternak for $9 million the next couple of weeks for the next coming after that. Marchand is already signed. What he's going to figure out now is to sign up 1 or 2 UFA to pick up there. They will pray they cannot be too on behind for this November and then continue to that. My problem, I'm telling you right now for everybody in the chat, you say, Coach, he said that to us. You're never going to see again Brad Marchand like he was before.
No, I agree.
Yeah, one injury in hockey, he hurt his hip. And the chance to come back like exactly you are, it's almost 25%, like exactly like the 100%. And many of them struggle after. It would take longer. So you may be him take like 16, 24 months before he reached really his full capacity, what he was before in the past. I'll give you an example. Tyler Seguin. Great example, Tyler Seguin. I'm not going to goaltender right now. Tyler Seguin got the same injury. It took him the second year after he got that one. Remember, during the playoff, he showed up, he played 2 games, and then he disappeared. Then he come back the year after that, only 14 goals. And really, this year was looking better. And it's not a good news when you have a hip like he has, Brad Marchand.
But I do think ENORTAP's right. I think ENORTAP's right. If they better start thinking about it after next year, start rebuilding.
Will be interesting. Which direction you're going to go?
If there's a year for them to tank,
right now,
it would be this year.
Yes,
right. That's the thing, because you could pick up a franchise player in 2023, and then fill in the gaps. Because you're right, they do have a lot of good youth. Goalies are young. The defense are relatively young and pretty good. So they just have to address their forward situation, especially at center ice.
Mr. Rory McNeely is in the house.
Welcome, Rory.
Hey, Rory.
And I cannot help but think what it was easy path or how the Avalanche just got that good. I have to believe the Avalanche are just that good. He's not sure the path the Avalanche got. Yeah, it's a mix of both, I believe, Mr. I have a machine. Danny, honor. Nick, are you taking Colorado? And Mr. Rory, one team don't want to bring cat. Let's go is the king. Here we go. Can someone tell me if the Yankees are winning right now? And please don't forget to click on the likes. A question from Renault. I don't understand the Boston drama next to CH. They are amazing as a superstar, Marchand, Pastor, and McEnroy. It's not about drama, Renault. It's because Marchand is hurt. Bergeron is hurt. McEnroy is hurt. Raleigh is hurt. Kelsley is hurt. And then Jake DeBrusk want to get out. And then you have Pasternak want to have a contract. So that's how we are at the moment. The Yankees are winning 2-0. RJ just did exactly what they would request about this. ENORTAP and Andrew who won the game number 1. Kelly, we're going to get there next 10 minutes. Just try to figure out all the people talk.
Tomorrow on the warm-up show.
The warm-up show tomorrow will be his answer. Ombi Kempe can be concerned to this scorer. I think so, Ron. I think he have the skate, the way his skate is very good about that one of them. They talk about baseball. Mr. William Snyder is in the house. Welcome aboard.
Go Avs.
Amen is in the house. Amen. Welcome aboard. Thanks to be with us. Now they just talk each other. So I should trade back the number 1 pick for Columbus, number 6 at 12. Then trade Romanoff at a 6 pick for 12 to pick and take Savoie at 12.
What do you got against Romanov? I don't get it.
You really don't like Romanov.
So you should trade back number 1. So you're losing Shane Wright, Renault, right?
And giving up Romanov.
And then for the number 6 and number 12. All right. And trade Romanov and the 6 pick for the number 2 pick and take Savoie at 12.
No,
Renault.
So now, if I follow him, you pick Shane Wright number 2 because Columbus take Shane Wright. So they take Slavkovsky, Renault. Now you're losing Romanov with the package that you talk about. And then you're going to get Mathieu Savoie if he's available at the pick you're looking for. So everything you do right now, you gave up Romanov for Shane Wright. You already have him, but you go number 2, but Columbus pick Shane Wright. They pick Slavkovsky. So they screw you. And then after that, you get Mathieu Savoie, number 12, for Romanov.
Not a good deal.
But it's not a good deal. You're number 1. Why you want to give number 1?
Exactly.
And you don't give away Romanov. You don't give him away.
No.
This guy's going to be a staple for years to come, Renault.
I don't think. Yeah. No, I look at number 8, Kim McCall, showing a point 1 game. William, yeah, I agree with you. Personally, I'm looking for Andrew. Now everybody talk each other. I just get to go for the queue right now because people talk each other. How important is during the modern era for the star player to accept a team-friendly contract for the benefit of playing with the better players on your team?
I think with the modern era salary cap, it's important. The teams that have gone forward, there's always been a player that's taken a little bit under market value to stay with that team.
Look at Nathan McKinnon.
Look at Tampa. With Stamkos, he could have got more if he'd gone to the Leafs. You look at Boston, some of the players there. You can go on and on through some of the key teams in the league. McKinnon, it's the way to go.
Yep.
Welcome, Mr. Nicolas de Gobibono. Question for you guys. Do you think Montreal would get Thomas Tatar back in Montreal?
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, 1 more year to go at $4 million before he become another UFA in 23-24. Mr. Dan Asham, welcome aboard.
Welcome, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Buffalo Sabre, Angelo. Buffalo Sabre building a team around Tage Thompson. I agree with you about this. Frank Salazar, the Cubano, and the house tonight.
Hey, Frank, how are you?
How's it going, Frank?
Toronto Second Stanley Cup. Nicolas va jouer avec Hockey à New Jersey. Possible about this one over there. And King, I have another question. I believe Romanov is your defenseman number 4. The problem with number 4 defenseman is he has a lot of competition. Romanov is a good young player, but I don't believe he's untouchable. Do you?
No, maybe he's not untouchable, but I would keep him. Even if you, worst case scenario, if you have too many good defensemen and you use them on your third pairing, I mean, you don't get a better scenario than that.
All right. Yeah. And I think the people miss something here. And I will go to clarify this. Jordan Harris, is it better to Romanov?
Not yet.
It depends what you're looking at.
He's not
totally different.
No,
he's not
yet.
Different.
Given the experience, I think he will be.
All right. Norlander, is it better to Romanov?
Not yet.
Not yet. Nope. Yeah. Right. And then after that, you can go with everybody else they have behind him over there. All right.
That's right.
Like Lagasson and Goalie and Clack and then Schoenemann, and I can go there. No one is close to Romanov right now. No one. Everything you have to wait how they develop. And I'm doing right now. Yeah. Jordan Harris is good, but he's not a second pairing defenseman at that moment.
Yeah. No, not yet.
So currently he's not. But he will.
You have to wait before that one over there. So you cannot trade the second pairing. And Romanov is going to be your future as the backup number 4. The Romanov is exactly what Joel Edmondson does. Yeah. It's just smaller. Yeah. But he hit more. And that's Joel Edmondson. That's where you need those guys and the second, third pairing.
He reminds me of when we had Emelin, but a little bit more refined.
Yeah.
Yep. Question are the question behind. I don't know about this, Kelly, what you talk about. Should I stop dreaming that Quebec will have an national team in the near future? Yes, John. Put this on you on the site. And until Mr. John Bettman is there, you're not going to have Gary Bettman there. You're not going to see Quebec, where Bettman is negotiating now his new contract. 73 years old, I believe he is, 71. Wow. And he's looking for the 5 more years contract. And you're going to hear this during the summer about this one over there. Mr. K. Lobsaucers is back in the house from North Carolina. The Detroit Red Wings. Patricia rebuilding in Boston. Patricia, if you go for the Avs, and I will give you everything. You know, if you could use Romanov, get to Fiala or Slafkovsky or Nemec, then it's good. If you could use Romanov to get Fiala or Slafkovsky or Nemec, then it's good. Yeah, yes.
Yeah, of course, but they're not going to do that.
But they will not. You're not going to get with. If you want to give this Romanov, if you want to get Slafkovsky, Renault, they would cost you a first round pick.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm talking your first round pick right now, and then that would cost you little more after that. So nothing about this one over there. The Leafs should change the color going to playoff with me. That will be good. Mr. Kayla, how you doing? You talk each other. And when you talk each other, I can go faster. I like it. You know what I mean? Like to my friend Dame, I didn't check color change. They changed the color. Now I think the Toronto will play with yellow jersey next year. About that one there. Did you heard that they was going offered by Trust Beer the life for Winnipeg? Did you heard that they was going offered by Trust Beer for life from one of the Winnipeg Grand Brewer and name a beer and August Spartak? Wow, that's amazing. Renault is the 33 pick plus 60 pick for Fiala. No. How about that? Could they move on from?
Don't you, Renault?
While could then move on from Tampa, possible Renault at some point they will have to open up some money at some point. Cooley is like use or Mekar. We don't really need Romanov. It is expendable. No, Renault Cooley is not Mekar and use Renault and again, who are you going to be on your defenseman if you don't have Romanov? About that one, Mr. Roger Delaney is in the house.
Hey, welcome, Roger.
Roger, the master.
Question, Coach ENORTAP and Andrew. Are you watching the golf tournament? Is the first place. I have 9 birthday. I did not see that yet, but I think it's on my VCR recording. Something I'm going to watch. Usually I wait in July a little bit more. I have about 16.5 tape like this from him. He's looking better. He's getting better this year compared to the year before that. He's getting better and better and better. Q from RG. The Ducks have signed a goaltender called Klein to the 3 years long-term contract beginning 22-23 NHL season. Thank you, Mr. RG, for the information. Canada under 18 gold medal last night, 3-2. Dan, thank you so much. You got it. Do you think Jiricek could be number 2?
Who?
Jiricek.
No,
Jiricek?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Again, I mean, we're speculating on players that haven't even come to the NHL yet. I personally think he's up there. Whether he's a 3-4 or if he's a number 2, that depends on how well he develops. I think he's got the skill set for it. I think he's got the size for it.
Yeah.
That he could.
But he's not in front of Cooley and Sakoski.
Right. I think exactly. I think he's got the capability, like you're saying.
No, are we talking about when he's going to get drafted?
Yeah. Do you think Jiricek could be a number 2?
Ovaski and Cooley are. There's more hype.
I was thinking, can he be a number 2 defenseman on a team?
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking.
That's different.
Yeah, I think he can be a number 2 defenseman on any team for sure.
All right. Yeah, you could be that question too. Yeah, I understand. Oh yeah, definitely he would be a good defenseman. Yeah. If Nurse have to have surgery on his hip, will his play go down, or he would just be the same?
It'll affect him. It'll affect.
It's gonna affect him. Yeah,
that's a tough injury to get recover from. You lose a little bit of your speed.
Yeah.
Mobility is very difficult.
Your balance goes off too, because I've got hip issues. I'm trying to push it off as long as I can, and I'll tell you, with the hips, since that's happened, my balance, everything is thrown off. I can't maneuver the way I did.
Yeah.
Question: if Barron's first pairing quality is unproven?
Well, there's a reason why they insist that he be part of that trade for Lehkonen. That's their aspirations for him. That he's going to be quarterbacking the power play. He's got great lateral skating ability. Stick handling is off the charts as well. I think he definitely has the potential to be there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does. Give him some time. Experience is the main thing. He just needs time to get used to.
Who was pairing from Team Canada U20 2 years ago?
For Team Canada, 2 years ago.
Biram?
Yeah.
Schneider?
Of the Rangers, yeah.
And then you have Barron with Cooley.
Okay.
They're going to be a nice match.
Tampa have a problem with the lead speed, so you can all assume the same will happen when they play Canada. I think Tampa will adjust. Luciano, a great point about this. And then we're getting there. Canada under 1 goal last night. Good last night. Yes, sir. Dan. And I did not mention your question, or I did not pass you guys because I'm not there yet. That's why. I don't forget anybody. But if you talk about tomatoes and yellow jersey, I cannot talk about this. But if you talk about something, I will mention to you, like Dan just said about this. But Coach, Marchand has a great production while injured this year, so I think he come back better.
Different injury. That was a totally different injury.
Yeah.
Swimmen could have a Vezina potential candidate for the decade.
Could be perennial. He'll be in the conversation.
Definitely. If
they
Boston is
keep
good
you-
enough, I think it would be good. The US
Yeah,
permit is this weekend. How much the end of tournament can be all time about this one? No, no, then you want to know if the Jose. They go there, place there. Did you know? Can make David cheat on his girlfriend? I have no clue here. I'm not read the photo police during the week. I have no time for that one.
McDavid.
Adam Clippy said Colorado in 3. And it's okay to channel. Hello, Mr. Duda, everything like that. Question for Ron. How well do you think Cassidy will do in Vegas?
I think he's going to do great. Myself, I think he's a perfect fit for them. I think he's going to open up the offense a little more than what they're used to under what they were playing. So it's going to be more of a balance. So I think he's going to be fine there.
Yeah.
And he's got a team that's already very good. Don't look at them this year. They had injuries, but they're going to be there next year.
Yep.
I agree about that. I think he'll be fine over there for sure. Do the Avalanche said that Tony close the series or they go at 2-0 and limit the shot on the goaltender?
Well, that's what they're going to have to do. Like, Kumper's not going to outperform Vasilevsky, and he doesn't necessarily. He doesn't have to. He just has to make sure he doesn't give up bad goals. He has to be just, I would say, above average, and allow the defense and the speed of Colorado to do the rest, and they'll be fine.
I will say to you about this one over there. I could be wrong here. We're going to talk a little bit later about that. But everybody, other than the fact Quimper, if Quimper make only the save he's supposed to do, right? We don't give enough credit for the defensive of the Colorado Avalanche, the defenseman. I think we only see the speed, the offensive. We only see those kind of, we don't see the another part over there. And that could be a difference at some points on that player. So, we never thought that way. You have one thing there. The second thing, we know that Tampa Bay is going to readjust. We know what Cooper does. We know he find a way to get there. You're not going to be surprised for the way Tampa is going to play. Although the fact they will not have they have a completely difficult series. That's only, I think. On the flip side, if one area the Colorado nobody talk is the defensive, their defenseman. Nobody talk about the defensive side. They think it's just offensive. I think everyone at the end of the series could be that area would be shot. We never see that one coming. Because otherwise, they can score 4 goals, 3 goals, 5 goals. Maybe nobody see them. They can holding maybe a score 2-0, 3-0. I'm a little bit worried. Now, point could be changed something. But the offensive at Tampa during the playoff, it's not the same defensive like it was before in the past. Everything like that. But now we have to stop everything like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a super chat for John, $20. Let's go. Super chat, John, $20. Reverse. Let's go. Chop. Super chat. $20, ladies and gentlemen, John. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. John.
Thank you.
We appreciate
I was ready for that one.
That's good for everybody. That gave them to relax a little bit more. So that's good. They wake up them. Andrew was sleeping in the middle right there. I need to show him the size. He's going to fall apart. So let me go better. So now he's on the right side. He's going to be a little bit better on that one. So I'm close to the door. So we'll see what happened about that one there. That's what we at that moment. Do we have something else? Duda, can you make me Danny? Right. Duda, he asked question to Danny, so it's good. Danny is in the shot. How about everything? Mr. B in the house tonight.
I thought Duda was going out.
Mr. B is in the house. Well, sorry about that. Jeez, my keyboard. Here we go. Luc Leverson, welcome back in the house. Also, Mr. Luc.
Welcome, Luke.
Hello.
With the hiring to Cassidy now, who does Vegas move out and move around because of salary cap?
Well, we already said, what's his name there? Dandanoff and probably Pacioretty. Those two, I think, are for sure. And I think Riley Smith, possible.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Those are the three I see.
Well, Riley Smith is UFA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Well, they're losing that money, so that's addressing their cap, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there'd be something you have to talk about this one over there. King said, what do you think of Tyler Brenton potential is prediction number 1 goalie for round? Great goaltender WHL, King. Expect him late 3rd round. Maybe someone will jump on him middle of the 3rd round. I don't see him before that. So between 85 to 120. But that's one my prediction about him. Is the number 1 goaltender for the best. No, on this draft. What the people put him number 1 at that moment. Kimberly, welcome back, Kimberly. And our ladies and gentlemen, number 1 fan of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And 0-0 after second period, guys, Stockton and Chicago. Thanks, RJ, for all the information about that one over there. And then we have Tropical Hockey DB in the house tonight. Welcome aboard, Mr. Tropical. Mr. G-Dog, 1971. Welcome aboard. Thanks for being. How do you solve the Carey Price soap opera? Who is number 1 to start the season? And do you think the others will like Price and their lineup? And who will come wait, perhaps?
Price isn't going anywhere. That's number 1. Number 2, we're waiting on the results of this test, just like the Habs organization is waiting on that. So you can't really make a comment on that until we get the information.
But he asks you if he's not in, who is number 1, number 2?
It's going to be Allen and Montembeault again if Carey sits out
this year.
Yeah.
So at the end, J-Dog, it would be Carey Price with Jake Allen. If Carey Price is out for an injury, it's going to be Jake Allen and Caden Primo. And
Chance.
you'll be surprised, but I think they're going to get out Primo.
One more year. I think one more year.
He'll be a backup eventually.
Yeah.
He's not ready.
I think after
right now.
One more year in Laval, and then he'll be ready.
Yeah.
Is RFA Montembeault.
No, they're going to need him this year if Carey doesn't play.
Not this year. He's not RFA this year, is he?
Yeah.
Next year.
No, he's RFA this year, then he become UFA after that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Question. As to every contender, which team are more pressure to win?
Who has more pressure to win in the Stanley Cup here?
Yeah.
I think actually it's Colorado. It's been expected for the last few years that they've been one of the juggernauts, and they haven't made it there. So they got all the pressure. Tampa's just sitting back on.
This is all gravy for Tampa.
Thank you so much, Mr. John. Again, we appreciate it. And John was right. Reverse. And everybody talk about this. Chip and Puck Kimberly. Thank you. And John, do you get coach email? Mr. William, we're getting there. The drop is I flipped from Tampa Bay to Avalanche and back. I've come to a conclusion. My heart said Avalanche. My heart said Tampa Bay. It would be a case of Tampa Bay plays Chase, Avalanche plays Shaker. I've gone back to Tampa Bay and 7.
Yeah. My heart wants Colorado, and my mind tells me Tampa.
Yeah, but first of all, it won't go to Tampa for 7. If anything, it'll go to Colorado for 7.
Yeah. To be played in Colorado, yes, but Tampa will win it. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Thank you so much, Mr. William.
Yeah, well, we'll get into
I hope you're right, though. I hope you're right.
Was the process good? Because we have a great insider like ENORTAP and Mr. Andrew. Zev Lekav is in the house.
Hey, Zev.
Zev.
Yeah, one more year for Primo. Yes, of course. Mr. Suze in the house.
Welcome.
And let Primo be real number 1. Look. And prize a Petrie for Zach Cajun et Nurse Renault. price AP3 for Zach Cashin in our sir.
No.
I'm waiting 20 years for the cup is being in Colorado. Mr. NHL Hockey News report is in the house.
It's a good thing he's not a Toronto Maple Leaf fan.
And King of Gamer, how many injuries are there on Tampa Bay, Colorado? Will they be its fan in this series?
There's a lot of injuries.
Yeah, of course.
In Tampa.
Injuries are going to play a part. It always does. Right now, I think a lot of the players are playing through the injuries, bruises, and whatnot. But yeah, Kadri, I think Kadri's a big one for Colorado, just like Point is for Tampa Bay. The difference being we know Point is coming back. Kadri, they're saying maybe third, fourth game, but even if he does and they freeze up his thumb, like it's going to affect his shooting. Tampa Bay knows where to, kind of use the stick from Maroon and Corey Perry, where it exactly will go. So it's going to be a big thing. The one that worries me is Hedman.
Yes, that's the one that I'm concerned about. And Kucherov, actually, because Kucherov just not getting that shot off correctly. Although, thankfully, we don't have Sticking to shoot at anymore. Thankfully.
Do you consider Connor Bedard like McDavid?
Yeah, I think he could be. That type.
Connor Bedard. Yeah.
Who can be?
Yeah, possibly. I think it'll be a better scorer.
Yes.
And then NHL is what you picture, Mr. ENORTAP. And who do you believe if you could be Connie Smythe? Don't answer yet because we're going to move up here because we have a few things right now here to talk about. And go to rock and roll. We have 10:07 already. I go through all the questions, guys. If you have a question now, it's time. Your question is going to be answered inside of 1 minute. And I'll go through everything about that one over there. So we're getting there very soon about this one there. This is ENORTAP in 1947, guys. He was the goaltender for Ottawa, a rapper. He was there, honestly. He'd been there 3 years before he got traded for the Detroit Red Wings and returned for Sil Abs and GRENIER make a run. So he have a great career in ENORTAP in WHL. And I just want to mention to you, his own style of performing very well. So that's ENORTAP. We're going to have a few more picture from him the next couple of days. So people, young men, if you want, ENORTAP have a great career in hockey. So you can ask him his autograph. He can produce to you. Here we go. Tropical says something. Not only Pointer is coming back, but Tampa, without him, the Scarlet was able to kill the Rangers after 2 beat down. Lately, Aslan to away, find a way. I agree with you about this one, Mr. Tropical. Great point about this. We're going to answer to your question, Duda, in the next 5 minutes. We have a couple of information about this to bring to you guys. Which ALEXANDRE team was the greatest version? Which ALEXANDRE team was the greatest version? He's talking about the best team for the Thrasher?
Kovalchuk, yep. I agree there. Kovalchuk, that's all I can think of.
Oh, the year what Ed Lee was there with Marion Osha, and it was a couple of good teams. Chris Chelieu was there, by the way.
Yeah.
So yesterday, that's what it is. I get drafted 1 overall. I expect about 6 to 10. About Mathieu Savoie. Thanks for your question. Who do you think will win the other series and the AHL? It's really tight over there. You can see 0-0 King after the second period. I still believe Chicago was get there, but the Staunton don't give up King about this one over there. So great question about this one over there. And the winner, guys, of the Staunton and Chicago, that winner play again Laval or the Springfield for the Calder Cup over there. The Florida Everblades win the Kelly Cup. I should have this question. Who is the Kelly Cup? Is which league, by the way, guys?
AHL?
Sorry again?
Kelly Cup? No, it's American. It's American, I think.
Oh, it's American. Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
I think it's an American league.
East Coast Hockey League.
East
Okay.
Coast.
Yeah. So, Danny, who will win the Memorial Cup? That's a great question. Or talking about this, let's finishing that way. All right. On the Memorial Cup, guys, the WHL winner is the Edmonton All King, and the Shawinigan win on the QM, and we wait the winner between Windsor and Hamilton. I have to go with I'm born in Shawinigan. I would be crazy not take Shawinigan, but Edmonton, guys. Oof.
That's who I think too. Edmonton.
You're absolutely right, Mr. Steve G said East Coast Hockey League. That was great answer about this one over there. Couple news, guys. And if you see, I have a new video now. I put the new NHL Daily News, but Jessica Campbell become Rangers coach, Ranger development camp, a bit like Marie-Philippe Poulin. She became the first woman behind the bench in any tournament. She was behind the team Germany. So congratulations about that one over there. We appreciate her participation about this. And here we go. So there was a purpose of the show tonight. It took about 71 minutes before we get there. But you never know. It's never too late to get there. My opinion, only Kadri better not come back, and I think it will jeopardize his career. Joe Lavaltrie, welcome aboard. Good that the abs rate of 26 pick and a 6-2 pick for the Sharks, 1 on the 11 pick. It takes away before Columbus at 12. Yes, but Renault, they will not get you 62 pick. They will ask you number 26 and number 33 Renault. For them. So expect on that one, and it will be maybe with something else in return. So maybe the 26, the 33, and maybe the 4-round pick or the 3rd-round pick, Renault. Because if you calculate all the number, it would be behind about this one over there. So, ladies and gentlemen, and we are there. I know ENORTAP, you want to give on the answer, but we want to talk about the prediction about everything. We had Tampa Bay, Colorado, who you got and what you're thinking. And then you have the Connie Smythe favorite, everything like that. Mr. Andrew, what do you think about the series? What area you think would be a big difference between the Tampa Bay and the Colorado? So you don't have to tell us who you take. We already know anyway. But what area you believe that team is better, or another way is going to make its friends?
Well, I think it's going to come down to, once again, the experience is going to come through, and I think that goaltending difference is going to make the difference in the series. I honestly think there's too drastic of a difference in net. Yes, Colorado is fabulous with their speed, but I think Tampa's going to be able to bud that out. Now, the first 2 games, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if Colorado comes out and takes the first 2 games. I wouldn't be shocked. But as the series goes on, it's going to go 7. I do think the goaltending will get Tampa over the hump.
Nicolas said Colorado in 7. What do you think, Mr. ENORTAP?
I'm going to go with Colorado. I agree with Andrew that Tampa Bay does have the experience element. The problem is I just see the speed. It will eventually catch up to Tampa. And the way I look at it is, if you score 4 goals on, let's just argument's sake, if you score 4 goals on Kemper, do you think Colorado has a chance to still win the game?
If Tampa gets 4 goals on Kemper?
Yeah, do you believe that Colorado could still win the game?
No.
Coach?
Is Tampa score 4 goals?
Yeah.
I think maybe not a lot, but it would maybe 1 game, maybe 2. Worst case, they could come back, score. I think Vasilevsky, he can give goal also. So I would not be surprised Colorado come back and win 5-4, example.
Yeah, I just think that they have the potential to pop in goals at will, and that's not to disrespect Vasilevsky. I just think that they have a little bit more depth than Tampa does. I believe that as a core, Colorado's defense is deeper than Tampa's. Although Tampa's defense is a little bit bigger and heavier than Colorado's. But whenever you could afford to throw one or two of your defensemen into the play and help out the forwards, because that's the way they're going to break down the 1-3-1 that Tampa Bay throws at them. They got to get that puck in there, and it's not by dumping the puck and chasing. It's going to be you got to skate your way through it. And you're going to have to put two forwards down low, and your defenseman is going to be the critical player that's going to orchestrate the movement of that puck wherever the gaps are in that 1-3-1. And I think guys like Makar can definitely be the difference in this series. I think that's where it'll all be. Goaltending, I mean, I don't anticipate Comfort to be a star in this, but I just think he just has to do his job, not allow any bad goals, and just keep the team in play. And I think that Colorado can win this.
Clean-up, welcome aboard. Bonne chance, mon Nicolas, pour tes examens demain. Yeah, it's a great point here. Everything you bring, you guys on the table is pretty good for sure. It's going to be, first of all, it's two great teams. The best two teams you can get right now, I think they are the best right there. Because whatever Tampa Bay that finished first, president, whatever they are the team win the last two Stanley Cups. So that's the dream to see them at the end. And they have maybe the best team in NHL right now, the Colorado, and they are face-to-face about that. So as a matchup, they are excellent. Vasilevsky is better. One key, you be sure, it's going to be the power play. So the special team could be a dominator factors at front game. Game number 2 example, game number 4. And those special team maybe gave a W to one thing versus another thing. So be sure you don't go too much on penalty box because both teams can score power play. That's the one thing. The second thing is about Colorado cannot give more at 30 to 35 shot max to Tampa Bay. Compare have a save percentage of .899 during the playoff is the worst, and all the goaltender play 10 game and more in NHL as during the playoff. Yeah. So you have to be sure Colorado limit the Tampa Bay every time that. How you do that? Puck possession. So if you can control the puck, most of the time you're going to pet Tampa. Tampa, honestly, if they play the same style like the Rangers they did, they're going to be in trouble. Because it's a team right now, what they did with the Rangers, they knew the offensive was not great. So what they did, they put 3 guys at the blue line and wait for them to come in with right there, and they cannot go to cross the blue line. So that was easy for them. But if you don't forecheck the Colorado at the beginning, when they start skating, now you're going to have the full speed. When they're coming back at the blue line, whatever who you are, 3 guys there, you know they're stick angling and McKinnon and McCall going to go around them. There will be a really difficult time for the Tampa Bay. So Cooper, we have to readjust his system, everything like that, to have a better chance to win against the Colorado for sure. But for me, the 2 players going to make its friends, and that series is going to be Makar and Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
That will be
on the other side.
Those 2 players is going to make their team winning that series. That's pretty much it. For me, that's my view about that series. Because Vasilevsky is goal like he is. Maybe Colorado cannot score 4 goals per game. It may be 3 or 2, and then the Tampa Bay is going to win. But if McCall does exactly what he did all the playoff, and Tampa Bay have no answer for him, they're going to dominate the Tampa Bay around, because he's really the catalyst. Everything's going from the back. And I think that's for my 2 things. Of course, you have McKinnon, Ratanen, and you know what I mean, like Lekonen, everything like that. And you have Stamkos, Palat, Kucherov. But the 2 players, I think, have a bigger impact for their team.
Yeah.
It's really both of them. I think so.
And both of them are candidates for the Conn Smythe Trophy.
That's bring now on my next time over there. Nat, welcome aboard. Natalie, thanks to be with us.
This will be the first time Colorado meets an actual hockey team.
Steve G said there are no adjustment to Colorado. We can come in and multiply with unlike the Rangers, Panther, and the leave.
St. Louis.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
So that bring us, guys, if you have a chance to set up the winner of the Connie Smythe, who do you go with?
My choice is still Makar. I think just what he brings. Definitely we know what he can do offensively, but people underestimate him defensively as well. He's quick to, even if he makes a mistake, he's quick to get back to position and cover up for the mistakes that have been made. I think he's a level ahead of everybody else defensively.
And of course, I'm thinking Vasilevsky is going to be the difference. But it's too bad that I think they're overlooking Palette. But I think Palette's going to make a difference in that series. I really do. But Vasilevsky will win it.
Yep. Tropical, Kucherov, Stammer, Pointer, Colton, Cirelli, Edgel, they are fight right there.
Yeah.
Of course. Again, this series for me was Colorado in 7. I have to night this. If the Colorado win, McCall get it. If it's Tampa Bay, I think Vasilevsky is going to get it. That's my two. Now, maybe someone step up, and that series we don't know, and maybe have a big strength right there. But otherwise, I don't see anything else about that. We'll see what's going on in the chat a little bit. We welcome Natalie, and they talk each other. We have a few people talk about Colorado, Rams and McCarr, and then they talk each other. And then Kelly McCarr. And who do you think won the Vezina?
The Vezina is Shesterkin.
Shesterkin, yeah.
Exactly. Renault said, question, Tampa player are so deal and the mentality are the perfect machine, but the Avalanche may be younger and won the series in 7. Yeah, that's what I think it was in 7 about that one there. I believe if Betnar win, is the first coach to win the Kelly Cup, East Coast Hockey League, Calder Cup, and the... That's a great question, William, about that one over there. Bruce Boudreau never won a Stanley Cup, right?
No. He's had some of the greatest teams and a couple of president
never been able to get over the hump.
Trophy winners, but the cup has evaded him.
Yeah, he's not.
Cassidy win both. Birube, Babcock. I think you're absolutely right, William. I tried to look right there quick on my head, and I had to go back on 95. 96, I was my first year with East Coast Hockey League, and Boudreau was honestly, he won the East Coast with Mississippi together, and then after that, he went to the American Hockey League, and then he won, and then he never won in NHL. That's the closest one I can remember, honestly, William, and East Coast Hockey League. Capuano did it. Cassidy, he did it. But never win in NHL. That's the key. It's the NHL after that, right? And you talk about the coach. I would say something else, William. If you talk about this, I think Bob Arkley won the Memorial Cup. He won the Calder Cup. And he won the Stanley Cup. The closest one to the one you talk about, William, the bet now is Bob Arkley.
Yeah, I think so.
François, if Tampa last time to shine, he won the cup, they won't make it to the final starting next year. About this, I gotta make it no, that game 1-0 Chicago Wolves, 6 minutes 43. Awesome, RG. Blackout will be happy. Tampa is so used to overcome adversity that what make the teams great. They have played losing game, but they came up. Like I said, Tropical, you're all right. I will never say again anything about them because every time you think they are down, they are like Danny T. They stand up again. They come back from the floor. They step up again. So, I will never again Tampa Bay for sure. Leave are not focused like a Tampa, and the 2017 draft class is equivalent to 26 similar minor class of 2015. There we go. Now they talk La Soupe.
It's going to be the best Cup final in a long time, though. You got the right
Absolutely.
two teams at the end.
Yeah, I agree.
I know you would have an inside info. You William, no problem. Is Jason Robinson, Joshua Norris, Robert Thomas, and Tate Thompson are the next goal to win the cup?
That's a lot of players from different teams.
Dallas, Ottawa, St. Louis,
Ottawa,
and Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, St. Louis right now is probably the best out of that batch of teams, closest to doing it.
Yeah.
But Buffalo's coming up out of that batch.
You know what? And I think you should take a note about this, because I think sometimes we should, like, power play, the guys during the summer is more open up. Like, yes, some night it's not boring, but you don't have a lot to talk about, right? And we show up. But which team, where do you talk about with Robinson, but you talk about the name of the team, who can win the Stanley Cup? That's a great question on the reverse side, right? Not talking about Robinson, but you talk about Dallas, Buffalo, New Jersey.
Dallas,
Which team you believe? I think it's pretty good.
Well,
that's
that.
What
struck me when I saw
Good point.
names.
Yeah.
Good point.
I think it's really good about that one there. Tampa and 7, I believe Tampa have the hardest path to final. This Colorado have the weakest. I think that's the Scully experience coordinator would pull through.
No, but
And that'll get.
I don't know. I don't. If you look at, I disagree with that, and not that I'm trying to say that Colorado had just as hard a time as Tampa, but if you look at the parity in the NHL, the 16 teams that made the playoffs, all 8 in the East were over 100 points, and 6 out of the 8 in the West were over 100 points, and the 2 that weren't were, I think, at 98 or 97, something like that. I mean, there's so much parity. It's just a lot of times it's the team you play. It depends how you match up with them, and that's what determines. Like, you can beat a team 4 straight, doesn't mean that team that lost 4 is a bad team. It just means they couldn't meet, what that winner had to offer them. They couldn't skate with them, or they didn't have as good a goalie, but they're a strong team, and we're seeing that in the East. Like the East, okay, we have Tampa here now, but you can make an argument for about three other teams that could have been in the finals right now with just a little bit of luck.
So I'm going to ask you this question, Mr. ENORTAP.
Shoot.
All right. Take Colorado and the East Coast on the East Conference. Colorado versus Toronto. Do you believe this finish in 7 or Colorado win quicker? You take Colorado, you play again
7.
Florida Panthers.
Yep.
Who's going to be
7.
the better? My point to you is like,
Yeah.
change the team and see how they're going to react, and that's why you can compare the weakness or the better chance, or it'd be like, that's my point behind that one over there.
But that's my point. Like with Toronto, I think it could have gone 7 with Colorado, and you know why? Because both teams they're almost mirror images of each other. They both offer a lot of speed. They both have just barely above goaltending abilities, like average to good. It's just they both have great power play.
But if you're asking me, I would say Colorado in 6.
Okay, well, 6 or 7. I mean, we're splitting hairs, but I just think they have more depth than Toronto, and that's what would have put them through. Now with Florida, it's a different story. Florida's, something went.
Colorado would be them in 4.
Oh,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. They're not gelling. They weren't gelling.
But that's not because Florida doesn't have the talent.
They have the
went
talent.
wrong in Florida. Something went wrong in Florida this the last 4 or 5 games of the season and leading into the playoffs.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything yet, but we will at some point.
Definitely.
I agree.
I heard something about this today, but I'm not going to remember what the news was. Andy Quivila in the house.
New York definitely has the experience.
Yeah.
And Mr. Derek, welcome, Mr. Derek. I believe your first time here. If he's not, welcome back, Mr. Derek. Welcome in the Hockey Nation Live Show family.
Welcome, Derek.
And finally, Mr. Eagle get out somewhere else. And now he come back with us. He said, you will not see me until the cup final over, win or lose. Just letting you guys know. Eagles stay locked up until Tampa Bay win the cup, but less than 24 hours away. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, Mr. Eagle.
Eagle. Yeah. And part of the excitement. You have to be with us. Come on, buddy.
Oh, yeah, you got to come. Hey, I take the torture, too.
Should take the letter off. I don't have the room to. Right.
All good.
I know.
What do you think gonna happen with the NTML before the next season start? Any change?
I believe so. Yeah, I think they're gonna have to address like Dubas is on his last legs. I'm telling you right now. If they make another first round exit, he will not be here.
Well, you have to fix something there, right? So you're going to have a goalie situation. You have to fix. First of all, the right defenseman have to fix now. Justin Hall will be out for sure. Justin Hall will be out. Then MICHEL is leaving over there. That's another one. And Toronto. Yeah. Now the key is to get, do we trade Nylander or not? That will be the piece of the puzzle over there. And to pick up a couple of things. And let's go back over there. Because we're going to do, tomorrow we are Wednesday. Thursday night, we're going to talk about the game, guys. But I want to talk about, and we're going to go through this, not this one. Sorry about that. This one. We're going to bring to you guys the UFA list over there. And we're going to put example, which team they can go, everything like that. So example, Goodrow, Forsberg. This is the top 50 I have on the list here. But I think something Toronto, what they should do. All right, Strom, Easton, Rangers, everything like that. So we're going to do that kind of exercise. We're going to do the next couple of days. But I think that's the kind of team Joe expect to be changed. I think the Nylander, where I'm not agree, but I think will be he maybe change the scenery at some point. Alan Barnes, have a good night. Lawrence Terrera, directly from Denver, Colorado. Lawrence, welcome back in the house. Lawrence is the man of the man. Back is can't wait to see his Colorado Avalanche. Hopefully, you guys don't forget we do the live stream tomorrow night, guys. We do the play-by-play. So that would be great if you can come in back. That would be awesome. We got this 60. And then talk about the East Conference other right now. There's no doubt about it. The stats are there for the reason. Well, Colorado faced Nashville without Saros in the net. Could it be easier? They will maybe game. They won the 5. Mr. B, I thought he was a surgeon. I don't know. Blackhawks 4-3. I really hope Andrew is right about this final because I got my doubt, Joe, about this question called where it will be the game tomorrow in Colorado. And that's what Sorry Cat bring. And then see we go there. Derek 6 for Colorado Avalanche, I believe. And then defense win championship. Francois, you're absolutely right about this. SLATER is like the 2019 Bulls. Shout. And Buck is the welcome back in the house. Colorado has 2 of the all-around goaltending. And once Chicago won the cup, they have to destroy the team outside. Yep. After that, please don't forget to click on this one. King and others put themselves in a bad spot to get deep with Smith. No offense to him. Yeah, I still have an edge. I really say easy, except for the Blues. And it can score about this. Bonnier Monicada. Breaking news, Johnny Gilbert announced GRENIER die. Do that said. All right. I have no clue who's Johnny Gilbert. Only I know is Johnny Busick. So anyway, look, they need to renovate the salary cap rules so the team can stick together with franchise tag and luxury tax. It will happen, Renault, in 3 years, unfortunately, until they bring back the money on the escrow. That's the problem, Renault. If not, there will be the COVID 2 years ago, guys. The salary will be already at $88 to $92 million. The COVID put the money from the escrow out to pay everybody, and now they pay back with the contract for the TV show, the TV they got this year. Everything like that. No more to cap Renault, maybe investment team. That's why I like the show. You guys force the thinking, like forcing a play. Referee comparison between Colorado. Not a problem, Mr. Joe. We love you, buddy. Thanks for being with us. All this talk about everybody. Renault would be a mistake to trade Nylander. Is what his contract? His contract is pretty good about that one over there. And it's going to take up all the cap. A good player there. And I feel that Ken McCall win the MVP, whatever the outcome.
That's a possibility, you know.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
is
was
a
thinking,
possibility.
but he would have to have a great series.
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Like, he would have to consider what he's doing, a 3-point per game, and impress again before you take off that one over there.
I really think Kadri missing is going to hurt them. They got a lot from Kadri.
Because he helps them maintain possession. He's a great face-off.
Yep, and I think you're going to see it in this series.
Yeah.
Luciano, he talked about this today. I talked about Matthews Barzal for the New York Calendars, and he bring back to me. He said, Matthew Barzal, guys, in 128 game, have 2 goals on power play.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's that's crazy.
That
It
is.
isn't, but I still like him as a hockey player. I think he's very good. Now, is he underperforming because of the team and the system that he was under? Because I think when he represented Canada,
the kid have amazing.
Well.
You have the speed, you have a second lane, but you have something he missed in the chemistry with everything.
I don't think
else.
he could play in that type of style that Trotz used. I just don't think it worked for him.
I agree.
Here's the point.
Somebody more like Cassidy.
Okay, here's the point, guys. Some player in NHL or any level, right? He will fit in the system. Some player does not fit on defense system. My point to you is this part. A Barzal, he's getting crazy on a specific system because he cannot do what he likes to do, creativity. The Gérard Galland, that's what he does. He let the player dominate everything they want, but don't forget, if this happens, you have to come back and be sure you cover this way, this way, this way. So they let them to be the creativity that own them, but don't forget, the system is still this way when we come back checking on defensive zone. And Trotz is all about the systematically all the way, like cone, an icon there, an icon there. It's like this. It's a robotic. If the puck on the corner, you're going to play a swap over there. If they go back on that corner, you're going to have F1 over there, the F2 there. If you don't apply what he teach you, that's not work. And those players does not perform under. If you want to have a team like this, you need Grenier. Because Grenier works in the system like that. But if you don't have that kind of system where is Barzal is maybe just cannot respond that way over there. I'll give you another players. I think Marner against Barry Trotz does not work.
Well,
I agree.
Who does it sound? Who's it sound like, Coach? Martin St. Louis.
Yeah.
What did he say about system?
Yep. I agree about that one over there for sure. Coach, will you be on tomorrow? Yes, sir. Tropical for sure. Great point, Luciano, by the way. I don't think the public experience and the final will help them anyway going up against the Avalanche. We're better saying I just never go against Tampa Bay, but I go Colorado because I picked them at the beginning. If Rangers and others play for third place, what would your prediction be?
If what?
I got to go. If the Rangers played the Oilers for third place, who would you pick?
For third place, though, I'd be picking the Rangers hands down.
Yep.
Yeah, they've got the
Hands down.
goaltending. The goaltending alone will do it.
Yeah.
And Smith would.
They're balanced nicely.
Chicago went 3-0.
Yes.
Kind of expected that.
And after, don't turn your head, but who is the best player behind you?
There's a couple. There's
No, he asked one.
yeah. Well, there's hold on over here.
Kilo, welcome aboard. Thank you so much, Mr. Kilo, to be with us.
But there's also Bob Gainey somewhere back here.
There's my guy. That's my guy.
Bob Gainey.
Bob Gainey.
Love it. That's my good dude.
And this one here is when Ken Dryden came to visit me in my classroom, actually.
Really?
Wow.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. And he doesn't, if you know anything about Ken Dryden, he's against signing autographs. So he actually personalized it, and it was part of a tour that he was doing where he was promoting literacy in schools after he had written his book, The Game. And he came in, and I didn't know he was coming in. My principal actually surprised the heck out of me. And he stayed with the kids for about a half an hour to talk to them. It was a fantastic
Phenomenal
experience.
Phenomenal guy. Yeah, he's incredible. Best goalie in my zone. That's the goalie I have all time for me.
Yeah.
It was what school?
Here in Toronto. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. Mr. Tom.
You don't sound so excited, Coach. It's okay. It was my.
That's nice. That's it. Mr. Dom, welcome aboard. You remind me, I work on the TV show during like the summer times in French, and you know, and I was going there every day, and you met all these fun people. Like I met like Tretchak and those kind of people, right? And people asking me, I was like, what you think? And I was like, I never pay attention. Like it's friend like me. I work with the Montreal Canadiens, you know, Tim Foley and Galarrega, Denis Marcinez. I met everyone, and I never collect anything from them. I never get a bat. For me, it was just normal. For me, I never get like, give me this or return on that. I stay with them a lot. I talk a lot with them, but to do things like that, I never pay attention to that. I don't know.
Letters from Bob Gainey. We used to write each other.
But at the same time, because I was doing something else about that one there at the same time. So about this, William, I grew up around the corner from Ken and Dave Dryden. His father was a Peach. Let us play hockey. His backyards. William, that's awesome to say that about this one over there. And we have a William said, I grew up. No, not this one. Rangers, the goaltender was great. Direct about Shostakin. And he's going to win. Then go Mr. Dom. I said, welcome, Mr. Dom. Which team, Tampa Bay or Avalanche, play better and home plate? Home plate.
I find
in front of their net.
Tampa can play either building. That's the thing about Tampa. It's not just home that they rely on.
I just wonder if the altitude will affect them.
They're already there. But
Colorado.
Yeah.
No Kadri.
I think for me, it's ENORTAP is when you go back and forth, days before. So when you go back game 5, it's 2 days, like 1 day, and they will have to travel after the game. The time will be a little bit limited, but I don't think so. It'll be a big that. Coach, if you look at Matt Barzal's stat, his decline start the year after Barry Trotz took over. League guest goal point since Barry Trotz took over. Yeah, it's a great point about this, Luciano. François Pitt, la raison, I said that with it, look back, the recent cup winner, they want no experience. And I have only few autographs, Don Cherry, Lanny McDonough, and Sergei Makarov. Which you play more fun to watch in 2022? That's a good question. That's I love this. That's why I love those chat like that. You find those questions like you never think. Like that's a great question. Like it's fun to talk about. Which you play most the fun to watch 2022?
You know who impressed me was what's his name there? Anaheim.
Zegras.
The kid. Yeah, Zegras. That he really impressed me this year. He was the funnest to watch.
He was exciting to watch, definitely. I mean, you can go through almost, I'd say 3/4 of the team and pick out one player on each team that was really exciting or fun to watch. I mean, right now, to me, it still when I see McDavid, I mean, this guy is just incredible, almost on a nightly basis.
I would say to you, McDavid, McKinnon, and McCarr.
Makar, yeah.
William said, okay, let's go back to William, last one, before we jump on the quiz. Which team, Tampa Avalanche, play better in front of the net?
Oh, Tampa plays much better.
Tampa, yeah. I think they're a bigger, heavier defense. Their top four are very, very bruising individuals, and they will put you down quickly. They don't give too many rebounds, though.
Francois won a baseball signé by all the players except Ronnie Scott because he was fired from the team the day before. I wonder if the ball worth more or less because of that. They're still looking for Ronnie Scott. They lost him in 1986. They don't know where Ronnie Scott is right now. So it's something we have to follow up with Ronnie Scott. He was Mr. White. He was a black guy, but he was used a lot of white. So that's another story. But are you ready, guys? Because we have a super chat tonight again. It's Faratap in action right now. We have to stop Faratap. He's on his car. Here we go. Super chat, Mr. Kilo. $5. Rivers. Let's do it again. Super chat. Super chat, Mr. Kilo.
Kilo hype.
Thank you, Mr. Kilo, about this one. Time for the bed. Jose, Saluda. Danny, have a good night. About that short, Renault. The new blood of the Rangers have been great to watch. They are going to win the cup very soon, Trubka. I agree with you about that one over there. Reverse, chop, reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, we are hot there. We will try to respect your 2 hours, guys. Don't go nowhere because it's time for what?
Oh my God!
It's time for the Frenchy quiz, the number ones of the internet about this one over there. But we cannot go nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, because we have another super chat is coming. And let's do it before we start.
Oh, no.
He's in the chat, King of Gamer with 279. Here we go again. Super Chat, King of Gamer! Super Chat, here we go! Rivers, let's go again!
Super Chat.
Super Chat, King of Gamer! Thank you so much about this. I lost my mouse, by the way. I go back my mouse back in the house.
Hey.
My mouse flipped over at some point about this one over there. And yeah, all the zinc peppling powder. Yes, Francois, about this. Only Billy was not because he was busy smoking everything about this one over there. It was fun to see that there. $5 in Thailand get you 3 meal, a massage, a beer. Steve, $5 in Thailand gave me 2 holders with 20 wings and French fries and a lot of things over there.
I'm not touching it.
That's good enough.
No, leave it alone.
That's good enough for me. We want to mention, guys, today, a few people won the cup winning today, this morning. But it's time for play. Let's go play game. Easy tonight again. It's not bad. It's not bad. But it's a little bit searching. So I search a lot.
Oh, yeah, let me search.
Coach, where are the Friday results, Kelly? Tomorrow night is the warm-up show, Kelly. You have to come back at 6 o'clock p.m. That's so friggin' hilarious. Awesome, gentlemen. Thank you, Tropical.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Time to play now. Game question number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready to rock and roll?
No.
How many goaltender win the trophy Hart since 1950?
Oh, wow.
4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 goaltender win the trophy. About the Renault coach, will you entertain Lady Boy and Pattaya on Bangkok? And Pattaya, Renault, unfortunately, because I'm Bangkok, I'm not going there, but hopefully I will be careful about the Lady Boys over there. They look good, some, but scary. That's another subject. Here we go. Zenit D. Kelly C. Bel autographe, amazing, must read. François. RJ A. You guys should run now. Run with E. Mr. Duda C. Blackhawks A. Kilo D. Renault A. A bunch of Karate Kid and Joe Lavatry. King of Gamers said A. Luciano said C. François Pitt said D. Guys, you fast. Steve G said D. Andy said C. And we have Luke with B. Luke won the last one, I believe. Yeah, Luke won the last power play show yesterday, guys. And William said E. Here we go. We're going to start with Andrew tonight.
I'm going to go with B.
With B. S-Man, dude. Hey, S-Man, welcome back, buddy. We miss you. We love you, by the way. And Mr. ENORTAP.
That's one of my. I narrowed it down to A or B. I'm going to go with A.
With A.
Those two I had too.
All right. Everybody took A, C, D, and E. Nobody took B. Although the fact was Luc Laportine and Andrew Lapage, and ENORTAP said, no, I have to go with A, and we get B. But you should take B because it's B. Two winners at the beginning.
Choice.
Everybody is wrong. 90% of you. Luc Laportine, the winner of Monday night, come back strong tonight with the first W of the first question with Andrew Lapage. Congratulations, Mr.
How many of those 5 were Montreal Canadiens?
3 of them, if I can recall it, and the 2 other, it was Dominic Hachek.
Yeah,
but that counts as 1, though. Wait a minute. Hey.
By now, but that's the how many goaltender win the trophy each year.
Wait, you're telling me I won then?
No, because I said to you about this. Yeah, Carey Price was it to the outdoor, and also each year. But good try, Mr. ENORTAP.
That's a technical.
I go to the Deloitte, and they confirmed with me it was not good, Mr. ENORTAP. Question number 2. How many defense won the Norris Trophy 3 times minimum during their career? 3 times. Example, Nicholas Lidstrom. 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. For Mr. ENORTAP, different players win this one.
Oh. Since when?
Kelly said B.
How many?
Thank you, Kelly. Blackhawk said C. Thank you. Eastman said C. Zenit, welcome back, Zenit, and said B. Ron Wiking said D. Andy said D. That's funny, said that. Luke said A. When you put a number, I'm struggling a bit. Kilo said D. Duda C. Kelly, no, I did not. Renault A. William McClary said C. Kelly, I said 5 questions to those questions. My answer is C for Kelly. I got it, Kelly. Thank you. Steve G said C. King of Gamers said A. François Pitt said A. Let's go with Mr. ENORTAP. RG said B.
When you say 3 times,
yeah,
they don't have to be consecutive, right?
No.
Okay, so I'll go with B.
B.
Yeah.
All right. If Derek said C. Mr. Andrew Lapage.
A.
A.
Oh my God!
Mr. ENORTAP, you're really good on number. How many of you took the answer E?
I don't know. How many people took E?
0. The answer is E. 8 different players have won that one over there.
Oh my God!
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That surprised me.
Yep. Do you know Chris Chelios winning 3 times?
Yeah. I had Chris Chelios. I was thinking
Bobby Orr. Bobby Orr. Langstrom.
Did Langley win it 3 times?
No, 2 times. Langstrom.
Yes.
All right. Chelios.
Yeah.
Pierre Pilote.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about
Pierre Pilote went 3 times. Doug Harvey.
Yeah.
Harvey. Yeah.
Ray Book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's all in my head right now, so I'm trying to figure out over there. I need some help right now. Someone can maybe more people right now. I'm missing 2D.
How about Dennis Potvin? Did he win it?
Denis Potvin, that's 7.
Yeah.
I missed 1.
And
so
Ray did you say Ray Bork?
Larry Robinson twice, look.
Yeah, Robinson was only twice.
I missed 1. It could be old players, honestly. I cannot remember. Oh my God! Question number 3 of the night. Here we go. How many times the Montreal Canadiens won the Vizina Trophy and the franchise? 30 times, 29 times, 28 times, 27 times, or 26 times. And that's what we at that moment. But Andrew, you lead again with Luc Lafortune. Both of you are 1 and 1 and 2. Come on, Judd, and hang out with Baba and OJ Steve G. He said this. Like with 2 times, François. S-Man said D. Thank you, S-Man. William said D. Whoa, Derek, it's because the long season my team is a SLATER Cup. A lot of stress. Hey, Derek, I agree with you about this one. Ron said C. RG said A. Andy said C. Kelly said B. Joe Level 3 said C for the CH. A great play to do that. Blackhawks 97 said C. Zenit said A. William Paul Coffey. Got it.
That's who it is.
Right?
Yes.
You're absolutely right about this. Good point, Mr. William. Steve G said B. Kilo said A. Duda, he said B. Derek said A. Jose Duarte said B. And we have King of Gamers said B. And we have Andy, somebody said E, just in case. Mr. Andrew.
Is this the third question?
I'm going to say D.
D. All right. And Mr. ENORTAP.
Oh man, it's definitely in the 20s. I don't think it's 30.
Yeah,
so I don't know. I'm gonna go with. We were just talking about him, Ken Dryden, number 29. So I'll go with B.
That's a good choice.
Oh my God!
You got it, Mr. ENORTAP, with Ken Dryden, 29. Mr. ENORTAP score. But right now we have Kelly, Steve G, Duda, Jose Duarte, and King of Gamer with ENORTAP. We have 8 people take the lead at right now. I took B. I'm sorry. Sorry for all you who took B. François Pitt also has B. Good pick about that one there.
Oh my God!
Question number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest right now is really tight. Nobody had 2 good answers so far and 3. How many goaltender won the Vizina Trophy with 40 W and more in their season? So when they win, they have definitely a 40 W and more. Example, Martin Brodeur. That's one of them. All right? I will give you 2. Bobrovsky with Columbus. But you have more at 2 because we're looking for 27, 26, 25, 24, and 23. There we go. Jose Duarte said E. Thank you, Jose. Ron with King said C. RJ said B. Thank you, RJ, buddy. You have to pick it up. RJ, you're behind right now. Kilo said D. We have Steve G at E. Zenit said D. William, C. Blackhawks fans, C. Derek said D. We have S-Man Dude, he said A. Luc Lafortune said C. Andy for A for Andy. He tried to be an off-tap right now. Duda said C. We're missing François Pitre at that moment. King of Gamer, I don't have your answer. Kelly said D. About that. And we have François Pitt at C. And here we go. Mr. ENORTAP.
I'm going to go with C, 25.
All right. For Vincent D'Anfos. He was not a goaltender. So, Mr. Andrew Lepage.
I agree. C.
Oh my God!
You did not very well. Because the answer, guys, is D. 24 for Chris Chelios. And Kelly and King of Gamer, guys, pick up a W on that one. Take the lead at 2. We have Zenit and Derek score a goal on that one over there, a kilo. So we have a good game about this. John said C. It was not a good answer. John, we are at the end of the game. I'm so bad I will be introduced to the coach quiz out of shame. That's a good one. Out of shame. Question number 5 for everybody. And this one is the easy one. So I decided to go with this one. How many players won the Lady Bink trophy with 8 minutes of penalty or less? So 8 minutes, 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 5, 3, 2, whatever it is. You have 36 players. 37, 38, 39, or 40 players did the Lady Bank with less of 8 minute penalty. The 8 count. 8 count, not 10. The 8 count. Good luck about that one. Jose Duardi said B.
Oh my goodness.
And up that, Run with King said A. Here we go. King of Gamer, when I went together, Kelly. Zenit said C. Blackhawk said D. William said A. Kilo said C. Kelly, sure, King. Look, so what the heck is that? Steve G said easy question. He said A. Kelly, go with A. Look, Lafortune said B. Look, after for the first question, you did not do well. Ratel Naslun and who the rest, Francois. King of Gamers said A. Like him. Duda said A. Andy Kuivula said E. And we have Derek said C. Eastman Dude said C. And Francois Pitre said B. RJ said E about that one over there. And I think we reached everybody. If maybe some of you can put other. I could missing John Didi. And here we go. Derek. What's Derek C? All right. Mr. ENORTAP.
I'll go with D. 39.
C for Mr. ENORTAP.
D.
D.
Dog.
D for the dog. All right. Mr. Andrew, do you follow your partner or you said, no, I'm good by myself?
Totally agree with him.
You agree with him?
Yeah.
We're a couple of dogs here.
So, Kelly and King of Gamer, guys, went with A. If it's A, they win the contest. Yeah, nothing can go. But if they are not good, maybe some of you will win. And honestly, guys, I'm impressive because ENORTAP and Andrew Lepage got the right answer. They come back to win the game with Kelly and King of Gamer, and the only one have a D answer. It was a B. Blackhawks 97, and we have 4 winners tonight. And when some of you have won, many of you are 0 and 5. We don't mention who you are, but congratulations for the winner tonight. Andrew,
unless it's us, Andrew.
ENORTAP,
Unless it's us.
Kelly, and King of Gamer are the winner tonight. So well done, everybody, about this one over there. And you did it very well. Andy 0-5. Except tonight, what a loser tonight I am. William, about that one over there. Past my average. Blackout, he got 1-5. Joe Bravo. Look, what was that? So it was pretty easy about this. Congratulations, everybody, for participation tonight. Any words you want said? How excited are you for game number 1 tomorrow, guys?
Yeah,
Pretty pumped.
It'll be
Pretty pumped to see the two top teams finally meet in a long time. I'm really excited about this one.
We're not going to ask ENORTAP because tomorrow we do the warm-up show. But Mr. Andrew, what is the winner tomorrow night?
Colorado's going to win tomorrow night.
Colorado's going to win tomorrow night. Awesome. That's conclude, guys. Another show of the Power Play Show 3. We are back tomorrow for the morning skate. We are back with the warm-up show. We are back with the live stream play-by-play. And then Thursday night, we are back with the Power Play Show. Until then, so we're going to have Mr. Andrew. I think ENORTAP is not there for the Power Play Show at 9 o'clock, right?
right. Exactly.
But Andrew is going to take care about everything. He is the man of the men. Until then, you are awesome. You
Have a good one, everybody.
Amazing. You
Great
are
job.
the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. What a night. What a good time all together. We thank each one of you guys for your participation. From everybody in the chat, you guys did an amazing, great job. Don't forget, please, don't forget to click on the likes and watching the notification. Click on the bell. We have other videos during the show, 11 o'clock every morning, 11 o'clock. And tomorrow is going to be a really interesting video tomorrow at 11 o'clock. The performance of Jeff Gordon and Bob as a scout for the New York Rangers and Boston Bruins. Maybe it'll be interesting about that one then. Until then, we want to remind everybody, be well, be healthy, find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate what?
20.
We love you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so
Have
much,
a great one,
everything.
Chris. Have a great one, ENORTAP, and have a great one all.
Have a good night, guys. I think I'm the Charlie Brown, William. Thank you, King of Gamer, Aceman, Eric. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you, all the moderators, the mod tonight. We thanks everybody for your participation. We wish you an amazing, great night. Thank you, RJ, buddy, for all the update tonight. RJ, great job. Jose Duarte, great job. Adam and Danny, thanks so much, everybody. And of course, ENORTAP and Andrew Lepage. Booyah!